welcome to the latest edition of the New Ulm Forums. I'm Anon Fraser from the League of Women Voters, and today I'm here with Jeannie Hinsman, who is from the New Ulm's own Sharing Profits with Charity. Jeannie, where are you located and what are the hours of the store?
Thank you, Manon. Our hours are Thursday, Friday, and Saturday from 10 until 5, and we're located at 212 North Minnesota. It's between the Grand and the Lamplighter, and we are behind Nadelkunst, Cindy Hilsheim's yarn shop. So if you come in the same front entrance, but you walk down a long hallway, we're in the back of the building, or you can come in off the alley entrance and then we're right there.
Okay, and explain more about what fair trade concept is and who benefits from this.
Oh, that's a complicated and long answer. I need to cover it on a couple different levels. So fair trade is really a difference in marketing strategy and supply chain on products. We bring products from developing nations. These are artisans and craftspeople who have a skill to share, but they don't have a market in their country for the products that they make. Most fair trade came to the United States because of church organizations doing this as mission projects. And some of our wholesalers still are affiliated with churches. So they have a personal relationship with the craft organizations in the countries. They don't mark up the product as it would be if it were marketed in a free trade system. They are nonprofit organizations, as we are a nonprofit. So it allows the craftsperson and the artisan to get the most benefit out of their craft work. So that's, that particular part. There's a difference between commodity fair trade products, things like coffee and tea and chocolate. In those instances, the farmers have 3-year contracts so that they have a baseline income guaranteed to them by the fair trade industry. So that kind of, it's a supply chain difference, it's an ethical difference in how you try to provide sustainable wages for workers in developing nations. So that's...
Would I be right in saying that a lot of the items that come to your store are made by women or women organizations?
That's true. 85% of fair trade products are made by women who usually are the sole support of their family. And sometimes that's multi-generational. They may be caring for elderly as well as children. Even the farmers are many times are women farmers.
So what are some of your most popular and unique products?
Oh, we sell a lot of our chocolate. It's very delicious chocolate. Coffee and condiments are also quite popular. We have coffees that come, some are single sourced, like from Ethiopia or Colombia. Many are blends, like the French roast. So we have quite a variety of coffees. Baskets are very popular, and in fact I brought a couple to show. This is a basket from Uganda, and then there's a larger basket here called a rainbow bucket. A lot of the artisans use recycled and repurposed material. They're very efficient and very concerned about being environmentally conscious. So, for example, this is a purse I've purchased at the store, and it's made out of seat belts. And we, a couple months ago, got a new line of textile products in. So these are napkins that are made from recycled saris. And one of the things I like about these particular napkins is that they aren't all matchy-matchy. They come in coordinated colors, so you can use a variety of bright colors on your table.
What fun.
And they're quite large, and they're a nice fabric. Another popular item at the shop is what's called a clickety-click box.
Those are adorable for presents.
They are nice. These come in 3 sizes. This is the largest. They come from South Africa. They're actually made from pop bottles. Some are made from water bottles. They close up. They're very fun to play with, so even kids like to mess with them. So they can be containers for change, for trinkets. They are waterproof. They come in all kinds of colors, patterns, and designs. So some people have used them as vases. One customer gave us a great idea. She bought quite a few at graduation time and filled them with quarters to use as graduation gifts for
fun.
kids to have vending machine money. And I'll show 2 more items. This one is a tote bag, and it's made from the tea shipping bags. So tea needs to be shipped even more carefully than coffee because it must be kept waterproof. So these are very durable. We have a couple different colors in the shop. And the last item I brought to show is this birdhouse. We have quite a few birdhouses. This one is from Nepal. It's made from felted wool, and people are always concerned that this could really be a birdhouse, and it can. It repels water. It does need to be in a place where there's good air circulation to keep it dry. It even has an opening in the bottom so that you can clean it out. And they come, we had some really cute gnome-shaped ones, which I thought were really popular for New Ulm. And we have regular birdhouses made out of wooden materials from the Philippines. So our products come from all over. We have ceramics from Vietnam, and we have metalwork from Haiti and textiles from Guatemala. It's just really interesting to see the variety.
Well, and you have some original art from New Ulm artists in
That's
the
right.
community.
Thanks for bringing that up. Yeah, we felt that since we were bringing so much product over from foreign countries, we also wanted to do something to support local artisans. So we have 12 artists right now who bring materials into the shop. We have note cards and books and wall art, weaving, pottery, jewelry, all locally made.
Yes. I'm wearing earrings, by the way, that I bought there the other day, but they're fair trade. Your inventory changes a lot, or?
We seem to get shipments about every 6 to 8 weeks in the slower seasons of the year. Right now, as we approach the holidays, we have things coming in about every 3 weeks.
Okay. So keep going, because you never know what's going to be there.
That's right.
And am I right in saying that all of the employees, everyone that's in the shop, yourself included, are all volunteers?
That's right. We really believed in the mission of supporting the fair trade artisans, and we see this as being good global citizens as well as an opportunity to give back to the community. So besides supporting that fair trade effort, we distribute our profits to local charities. In the past, we've given to Numa's House, and that continues to be a favorite organization for us to support. We like the concept of supporting marginalized women, which is what happens with so much fair trade.
Yes. Well, since you use volunteers, is there opportunities for people to come in and volunteer and maybe give back a little bit,
Oh, we would appreciate and love to have more volunteers. And we use volunteers in many different capacities. So there's almost any interest area that someone has, we can plug them in. Not everyone likes to run the cash register or deal with money. But we have volunteers who do computer work for us, data entry. We have a need for people to help with social media, and I'd love to get us on Instagram. That's something we haven't yet done. We have a newsletter that we put out every other month, and we can always
Yeah.
use help with people who like to do that kind of work. And when we get large shipments in, we often call for volunteers who just come in sporadically to help unpack merchandise, price it, and help display it. So there's any number of ways that people's talents can be used at the shop.
Well, what inspired you to become involved with the fair trade?
Oh, I guess it's just a passion. I have a friend who is a Methodist minister, and she introduced me to this whole concept about 30 years ago. And from that point on, I made it an effort whenever we were traveling to find if there was a fair trade shop where we were. And so I have visited many. And I would often say, oh, I wish New Ulm had one of these. Boy, I wish New Ulm had one of these. And I finally just got this notion in my head that maybe I was supposed to do that. So I've got just a wonderful board of folks who support this effort. And it took us about 2 years to get it, on, to open the doors. And we just really appreciate what we're doing. It's kind of a dream come true.
Well, good. What skills did you bring into starting New Ulm Own, and did you use, the small business
Yeah.
community?
Yeah, I used the Small Business Development Center in Mankato to help write the business plan and to just do some research and things that I needed to learn. Kurt Lombrecht was a wonderful mentor to help us get started. So it has been a learning process. It's really been a stretch. This wasn't an area of familiarity. I am a detail person, and I'm a pretty enthusiastic person. So I just, as I said, with the wonderful board that came together to support this, it just felt like the right thing, and it was just going to happen, and so far it's been successful.
Right time, right place.
Exactly,
yes.
yeah.
Well, I really don't have any more questions for you, Jeannie, but is there something that you really want people to know, and tell everybody again what your hours and where you're located?
Okay. Our hours are Thursday, Friday, Saturday, 10 to 5, and we're at 212 North Minnesota. And I guess if there were something I'd like to add on, it would be a little bit about how we find the merchandise. As I mentioned, it originated with church groups back in the 1940s. We get a lot of our product from 10,000 Villages and from Serve. And now we're beginning to establish a relationship with a new product line called Sharing the Dream Guatemala. Oh. And we'll have their product in the store in the either late winter or early spring.
Wonderful. Well, thank you for your time and coming in today. And I'd like to thank the viewers for your interest in the community and for New Ulm's Own, and for being part of the New Ulm Forum. And finally, I'd really like to thank New Cat and the guys here for producing and posting all of these forums for us. So thank you again.
Thank you, Manan.